I'm joined by Matthew Thomas, VP of Harper Harrison in Miami. First question, Matt. You said before that at Harper Harrison you can write your own ticket if you're willing to put the work in. What does that mean for somebody joining the Miami office?
I think there's plenty of examples of people joining Harper Harrison and growing with the business. Obviously think of myself and then Mark Gowdy and Jakey Bentwood in New York. We all joined at graduate level and worked our way up through management. But I think it also represents the opportunity to build a new market and start something new. You know, if you've got the business strategy and you see an opportunity, as long as you can demonstrate it, like LHi and Harper Harrison will back you to go into it and grow it. So I think it's a mixture of those two things.
Nice. 8 years this year. What's your biggest achievement or proudest achievement today?
I don't know, I find it quite hard to talk about achievements, but I think getting onto like global incentives trips, I think were pretty good for me. They're very competitive at LHi, and I always look back on them and think I did pretty well to get on them. But I think probably my biggest achievement personally today has probably been able to come out to Miami and grow a team and really contribute to the success of a new office.
So speaking about the trips to Miami, you took the leap of faith.
Yeah.
What made you take that leap of faith? What gave you the confidence that felt like you could build this in a new office of LHi?
Yeah, no, I was fortunate enough to be working the American market at the time from the UK when we sort of kicked off Harper Harrison US in like 2019, 2020. So, I understood the market, but I think the confidence came from seeing others do it. It came from knowing that we had the infrastructure to relocate people. You could really lean on other people's experiences of relocation and figure out how to do it well and make sure that it wasn't as stressful as maybe you might think it is. And then the last point is probably the people at LHi. You always know wherever you go, whichever office you go to, there's going to be like-minded people who are welcoming, and Miami's no different.
Is it fair to say that the greater group of LHi, having experience of, as you said, bringing relocations over, or whether that is having the setup operationally to attracting senior talent to the business, do you think that's helped, played a factor in the transition?
Yeah, for sure. Like knowing that you can go out somewhere and have the infrastructure behind you to help you grow a team, especially of senior hires, if that's what you want to do. Having access to multiple markets, whether it's Australia or the UK, is a massive benefit, and it makes it much easier to grow and be open-minded about where you can hire people from.
Now you've been here for how long?
In Miami?
Yeah.
Just about 20 months.
20 months. How's the move worked out for you personally and professionally?
Yeah, it's been great. It's a great place to live. It's very relaxed. Outside of work, you can really switch off. You can pretty much guarantee the weather's going to be good, which is a massive benefit. Plenty of social things to do in Miami. There's plenty of sport. You're genuinely never going to find yourself bored at the weekend.
So more recently, you've moved out of a traditional management role into a commercially facing position. What's driven that shift?
Yeah, I think, as the LHi Group's grown, so has the business strategy on the real sharp end of client acquisition and development. And, I've seen other people have, great success of moving into that commercial role. And it's probably, part of the job that I enjoy a lot. And, I love the chase, and I love achieving like new, whatever it is, new business, new clients. It's a to create buzz. So that's sort of driven it. And you know, in the industry I'm in, I've been fortunate to be in it for a while. So naturally, my interest grows as the longer you're in it, really.
How do you foresee that commercial role working specifically within Miami and the Harper Harrison brand?
Yeah, I mean, my job is very much focused on the growth of Harper Harrison Miami and the Miami office. So from a business aspect, you know, my contribution doesn't really change. You know, I'm still here to help others. I'm here to help market strategy. I'm here with other people's client acquisition. So you know, not a huge amount changes from the commercial, you know, perspective, but you know, those that I'm managing at the moment will have the opportunity to learn from someone else and learn a new perspective. And you know, I think for me, you know, when I moved out here, I got a new manager, I had a new perspective, and I think it's nothing but positive for someone to get those different ideas in their workday, really.
I think it's certainly known internally that the team that you've been leading is, if not the most successful team currently in the business. And I think a big part of that, as you referenced earlier, is about the commitment to your clients. So how do you keep that job flow steady? How do you keep the great roles coming in for the team?
We're very close to our clients. You know, we treat them all the same, and that means that we go out of our way to make sure that we deliver. Our business is built on repeat business, and it will always be like that. And you only get repeat business when you deliver. So we have just the utmost commitment to making sure we deliver exactly what we say we're going to do. Really. It's that simple. We obviously have big commitment to the industry as a whole as well, in that we attend a lot of events. We go and visit our clients regularly. We make sure that it's not just a business transactional relationship, and that it's built on a little bit more than that.
Is it fair to say you've noticed a significant difference from being remote in Manchester to being physically out here?
Yeah, for sure. Both from a client acquisition perspective and from a sort of deepening the existing client relationships we had. You know, we're on the time zone, and we're a 15-minute drive to the airport and a short flight away from everyone, and that wasn't the case before. But yeah, I mean, we've seen massive upside from being out here.
Final question, a bit of an elevator pitch, if you will. If you had 30 seconds to sell the Miami Harper Harrison leadership opportunity to any top recruiter or manager, what would you say?
I think it's an opportunity to work with a high-performing, well-drilled team who are either market experts or becoming market experts, who are driven and really want to do good things within LHi. And then the other point is to be part of a very high-performing office that we work really hard and we do good recruitment, and we kind of have an outlook that we think it's cool to be good at the job. And I just think it breeds success, and it's just a really healthy environment.